Hi guys, surprise! I'm back. It's been a long time since I've done a video. My bad. Kind of got a job after not having one for almost 7 years. And then I lost the job. So, kind of wasted effort in my opinion. It sucks. I liked having a job and working, but that job just was never ever going to work out. But unfortunately, while I had a job, I still had a husband and a daughter, and they had work and school, and I had work. And we have a dog who likes to eat things and almost die. I don't remember where I was in my vlogging, so that's happened twice. He didn't learn the first time. Anyway, so my daughter was in art club, and I didn't have the time. By the times I got home in the evenings, there was no time to do anything else. I was reading some, so I wanted to go ahead and do a video on what I've written recently. So it's really simple. I have no idea what order I read these in or what came first, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you about them. So one of the first books that I read was A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kimmerer? I don't know. I started tabbing my physical books because, I don't know, I thought it was cool. And BookTube told me to. I thought going in that A Curse So Dark and Lonely was a standalone, and then I found out that it is it's going to be either a duet or a trilogy. And that actually made me feel better because honestly I felt like this book was really, really slow, and it had some great quotes to it, but I didn't start to really care about the characters until way far in. And then of course I learned that, hey, it's the first book in a fantasy trilogy, and I was like, well, that explains so much. So then I decided that it was pretty good for being the first book in a fantasy trilogy. And then I picked up Everlith by, I believe, Samantha Shannon. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It's about how your life is transformed into these coins, and then you pay for things with them. I don't know. Here, look. I was so confused. I DNF'd this book. I think I got 125 pages in. I said, nope, we're done. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. I didn't know where we were going with things. So many things were left out. Certain things just didn't make no sense. And I couldn't do it. Maybe if I read it at a different time, but usually when I DNF a book, I usually at least give it 100 pages. And if by 100 pages I don't care and I would rather just not read this, then I DNF it. I'm not in the habit of reading things that aren't making me happy or aren't entertaining me or something. I mean, that's just pointless. Why be reading then? So I DNF'd that one. We're not going to go there with that one. I'm kind of glad that I did not buy the sequel like I wanted to. And then something I'm really surprised about is I started the, come on now, Cassie, you can do it. What's the name? The Mortal Instruments series. See how we get it? By Cassandra Clare. And I read this book before. Like, when the series first came out. I read this book before. And I didn't really like it, to be perfectly honest. I don't really remember why I didn't like it. I think I thought certain things in this book were set in stone, and that was exactly the way that it was, and I was very mad. I mean, when was this book written? Hold on a second. When were we written? 2007. And it's 2019. So it's been 12 years. I think I did that math right. That this has been out. And at the time I really thought, so if I spoil you on this series because you haven't read it, oops, you're bad. Sorry. But let me tell you, I recently learned that certain things that come up in this book are not like set in stone. That's not really how it is. That's just how they make you want to think it is. And so I read City of Bones and City of Ashes, and I'm waiting for City of Glass to come in the mail. Because, I mean, why would I need more books? So I'm going to be reading that shortly, very shortly. And then, while I was really sick this most recent time, I read on my tablet, I read the, sorry, brain. It's trying to work though. It is. It's trying. Can we all get a moment of silence for the moms with brain cells that just aren't working today? All right. So I read the Brayshaw Boys, or The Boys at Brayshaw High. There it is. The Boys at Brayshaw High by Megan Brandy. And I read the sequel to it too in like 2 days. I finished both books. I was not going to read this series because one of the booktubers that I follow, Jess at Peace Love Books, that's how you say it. Sorry if it's not. She likes a lot of the same books that I do, and we think a lot of, you know, like similar on certain things when it comes to books like that. And so she had read the first one and she was like, you know, I don't like it. And she explained why. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to give it a chance. I had the first one, but it's like, I don't know. So it sat there and it sat there. And then I saw somebody who referenced this book with the Fallen Crest series by Tejan, and that is my all-time favorite series. My dog is even named Cade after some of the main characters in the series. Love the Fallen Crest series. So I was like, if they love the Fallen Crest series and they love this series, maybe. So I gave it a shot. And I have to say, it is not the Fallen Crest series. It is close, but not that. And there are some things wrong with it, but let's just be honest. We all know that I'm already here for all the problematic books. Like, give them to me. I'll read them. I will love them. I don't care. There were some weird things in it that had me pause and go, what? Like, who says that? Who talks like that? But I also think that was part of its originality, part of it being different from other books just like it. It was touch and go, but I did overall like the story. And I would read book 3 when it comes out. Like, I was already looking to see if book 3 was already out. So, in my book, it was good. It was so good. And so I'm glad I read it. I am glad. It's keeping me busy until City of Glass gets here, because since I'm like in the middle of that series, the Mortal Instruments, I don't really want to move away from it for some reason, because the next series on my list that's really long that I want to read is the Vampire Academy, which I only have books 1, 3, and 4. So I've got 5 of them, but I'm missing 2. And then I have 2 books from the Bloodlines spin-off series. But I don't want to start that while I'm still in the middle of the Mortal Instruments. I don't know. Oh, audiobooks. Ooh, I forget where I was in my vlogs before, so I'm sorry if this is all over the place. I hope you are entertained at the very least. But I finished listening to all of the After series by Anna Todd on audiobook, and then I watched the movie. I can't even. I have no idea what I watched. I have no idea where that came from. I have no idea what people who are saying that movie is any good are thinking. I mean, to each their own. If you like it, good for you. But I can't even with that. I am glad that I finally finished all of the books and know exactly how it ends. It has a pretty good ending, in my opinion. I feel like everything wrapped up neatly, and I wasn't disappointed in the books. The movie, however, was atrocious, and I should have known better. What else? I'm pretty boring otherwise. I'm back to being a house mom now. So I'm back to I guess having more time to do things. Why I look for another job. Because, you know. No, you probably don't know. It's probably best you don't know. One day I will have a job that is awesome and great. It wants to keep me around and likes me, and things just work out that way. I'm speaking that into the universe. Anyways, I'm excited to be able to have time now to post more videos. I can't guarantee that if things change, I won't disappear for a while, but that's life. It is what it is. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be able to share what I've been reading with you guys. If you guys have read some of the same books I have lately, let me know what you thought about them. If you guys are reading something cool, let me know. I always love to hear about cool books. And I will update you guys again soon. Bye.